Welcome to UCLA's hand-washing finals. I'm Troy Hirsch, and joining me is our in-house expert, Dan Uslan, who's medaled in several previous hand-washing games. This year, for the first time, players will be competing using two styles: regular soap and water hand washing and the hand sanitizer method. And Dan, tell us about what the judges will be looking for.
Well, Troy, the judges will be paying very close attention to three things: technique, time and detail, how do they wash their hands, did they do it long enough, and do they pay attention to the fine points that are important to their specific interaction. Healthcare-associated infections sicken 2 million Americans each year and are responsible for about 100,000 deaths. Most of those transmissions, unfortunately, are caused by healthcare workers. We should also note the judges will only be observing hand washing. Gowning and gloving is a separate event.
Well, let's keep that in mind as we go inside. Our three finalists are getting ready, but Rose Hernandez of Environmental Services will go first after winning the coin toss. Here she is during her all-important stretching routine before her final performance. She'll no doubt use her background as a ballet dancer to her advantage here. Let's wait for the signal. And here she goes. Oh, look at that! Knocking and asking permission before entering the room should definitely earn her extra points.
And it looks like she's going for the hand sanitizer method. As we mentioned, this is considered by the judges as a preferred method of cleaning your hands. But here's the catch, Troy. They're not effective when hands are visibly dirty or if they're greasy.
Dan, you're the expert here, but I don't think the judges are going to find any fault with these hands.
The only fault the judges would see is if there's a spore precaution sign for C. diff on the door, as that requires soap and water on room exit.
And looking at the instant replay, we don't see spore precautions, so gel is acceptable.
You see how she's rubbing not only her palms, but the backs of her hands and between her fingers? Super important to get that coverage, Troy.
And it looks like she's rubbing till her hands are dry, which should get her big points. And that's how Rose gets it done. She looks triumphant as she reaches for the gloves to continue work. And it's worth noting that all the competitors here are demonstrating something that's seriously lacking in healthcare today, Dan.
Well, that's right, Troy. Studies show that nationwide, 50% of healthcare workers are not compliant with hand hygiene rules.
Well, our next competitor is surely not among them. Dr. Thackeray Dubin, who's been in practice for over 20 years, is one of the only physicians to make it to the finals of these games.
Dr. Dubin is getting ready to go into the exam room now. He looks more confident than we've seen him in the past, which is a good sign, Troy.
And here he goes. He's knocking, waiting for permission, which will no doubt score big with the judges. Oh, but look, what's he doing, Dan?
He's walking towards the patient without washing with water or gelling in, Troy. I have never seen anything like this. And look, there's the ref and his coach entering the room now.
He's being disqualified. Boy, does his coach look upset. This clearly did not go according to the playbook. And just like that, Dr. Dubin is out of the games. He's got to have an explanation for that, Dan, but I can't imagine what it is. We've never seen something like this in the finals before. Let's take it back to the floor where our own Tracy Chen is with Dr. Dubin.
Okay, so Dr. Dubin, walk me through what happened. Why did you forget to wash your hands?
I didn't forget. Okay, I reviewed the chart before I came in. I knew that I wasn't going to touch the patient or anything in the room, and I just came in to talk with her. I can't believe that the ref disqualified me. It's just totally unfair.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dubin. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Tracy. I don't know, Dan. Clearly the judges must have had good reason to disqualify Thackeray Dubin.
Well, the rules have changed this year. This patient is in contact precautions, and hospital policy states that he must wash his hands and wear gowns and gloves on room entry, even if he's not planning on touching the patient. You can see that even though he had no intention of touching anything in the room, Dr. Dubin did in fact touch the curtain, as we see in the instant replay. He then touched the chair and bed rail. What if, during the interaction, there was a need to examine the patient? Not to mention, Troy, studies show that patients actually feel better about the care they're going to get if they physically see the caregiver wash or sanitize their hands in view of the patient. I'm definitely going to side with the judges on this one.
Well, this unexpected turn of events certainly makes this very interesting. The race is now between Rose Hernandez and our third and final competitor, Julie Lockwood. Lockwood is a night nurse in the postpartum department. She's heavily favored to sweep these games, Dan.
That's right, Troy. She's known as a meticulous caregiver who's a favorite with her patients.
And here she goes, moving down the hallway with purpose and a very determined look. Here she's knocking, waiting for permission, just like Rose and Dr. Dubin did. She greets the patient before doing anything, communicates what she's about to do, which is fantastic to see, and there goes the soap, and look at that. Wait, what is she doing, Dan?
She's singing Happy Birthday, Troy. She's trying to ensure that she washes her hands for the 15 seconds it takes to sing that song. That's a pro move.
She's washing between her fingers and the backs of her hands. She's even washing under her nails. But wait, what's she doing now?
Whoa, she's connecting, Troy. She's doing CI care with the patient while competing. That goes to show you washing her hands at this level comes naturally to her. That is going to score her big, big bonus points.
Let's take a closer look at her scrubbing. You can see that meticulous attention to detail. This is what earns players high praise with the judges. This reminds me of your performance back in 2010, Dan.
And she's done it! Now that was a gold medal performance.
And here comes the scores. It looks like the judges agree. Julie Lockwood has clinched the gold medal and the silver goes to Rose Hernandez.
That was a nail-biter, Troy. You know, these games get better and better every year. We've certainly come a long way in hand hygiene since my days as a competitor.
I couldn't agree more. Well, coming up in just a few minutes, we'll take you to the medal ceremony. But after the commercial break, we head over to the gowning and gloving competition, followed by a preview of the linen folding semifinals. Stay with us, the games continue.